Using these simple ingredients, chilies, lemongrass, shallots, Kaffir lime leaves, breadcrumbs, tofu, salt, pepper, and some veggie stock powder just for a little bit of extra flavour, but look, that's optional. You can turn these into these amazing burgers. Now for the tofu, you do need to have firm tofu. You can break it up first and you can mash it up by hand, but we found it easier just to put it into the food processor. It's much more homogeneous, and then you get a much nicer burger. So you blended it up. Now we're going to put it into a bowl while we prepare the flavour enhancing ingredients. Take off the outside of the lemongrass before you chop it up. They are quite tough. Now you don't have to chop them up too fine because we are going to blend these also in the blender. With the chilies, you can leave in the seeds like we did, or if you don't like it too hot, then take them out. Same with the shallots. Just peel off the skin, dice them up a little bit, and into the blender they go. Now with the Kaffir lime, take out the spine, which is the middle part of the leaf, before you dice it up, and pop those into the blender as well. They truly give amazing flavour. So you can see here we've got the tofu, we've also got the blended up chili, and we're adding a little bit of vegetarian stock here. We're also going to add some salt and pepper for taste, and also an egg to help bind it all together. If you find that it's not binding well enough, then just add another egg. And again, you'll see Rose mix it all up by hand here.
It's the patty.
Okay. So what? Oh, that looks lovely, Patty.
Yes.
That really does look lovely, Patty.
Yes.
Put it into a ball, then you're going to sort of push it together, squeeze it together.
It's hard, it's possible.
Right. Reasonably hard.
Yeah. And then
You just pat it,
yes.
flatten it out. Okay. Then look at that. Nice, perfect burger. All right. So we've got 4. We're going to get about 8 good burgers out of this. Maybe
Yes.
definitely 6 burgers.
If you cereal, you must have like this in the middle one.
Why?
Little bit. Because when they cook, they go up.
They expand a little
Yes,
bit when they cook. So we're making the burgers a little bit bigger because we want them to fit in the same size
The burger.
as the bun, the burger bun.
Yeah.
But you could make them a little bit smaller if you want.
Yeah.
Now for extra taste, we have made these amazing caramelized onions. I'm tasting them here, and boy, do they taste good. Rose has had these cooling in the fridge so that they keep their shape.
Yes.
Is it, Rose? If you cool
Yes.
them. Right. Okay. So you can see here it's almost cooking at least half the burger. Still on the low heat because we want them to warm up.
Yeah.
Right, Rose?
Yeah. Not low, medium.
Medium heat because we want them to warm all the way through, so they're cooked in the middle, and then we'll turn them over. So depending how thick you make your burgers, that determines how much oil you need to put into the pan. Also, Rose, test the oil before you put the patties in, just with a little crumb to make sure it was bubbling. Because is it right, if the oil's too cold, they absorb?
They just absorb the
oil, right?
Oily.
So, yeah, right. So yes, test the oil before you start cooking to make sure it's hot enough and your burgers don't end up just absorbing the oil. So now we've taken out, we've finished cooking the burgers. You can see they look lovely and golden brown. Cleaned out the oil from there, and we're just toasting up the buns. And then we're going to plate one up and show you how we would plate it up. But of course, you can plate them up however you want. So what we're doing here is just put a layer of cheese over the burger in the hot pan, and it just slowly melts all over the burger so you get that extra taste. So here's where you can get creative. You can put on here whatever you like. We're putting some mayonnaise, and we'll also have some caramelized onions. Of course, we'll have some lettuce, tomatoes, all of the standard fare, because we have built quite a lot of flavor with the lemongrass, kaffir lime and chili into the burger already. Make sure you put on some ketchup, of course, because that's just going to top the whole thing off. This burger is delicious.